What's up out there, YouTube? This is Adventure Link here. In tonight's video, tonight's, whatever time of day this is for you, we're actually going to make a cake. I know this wasn't really a popular request, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's going to be a surprise at the end. Yeah, it's a nice surprise. All the same, it's pretty simple to make, easy. I'm just going to go out of order with this. As you can see, you set the oven to 350. Although I don't partially full with the rest of step 1 until I'm ready to pop it in the oven. Then of course step 2 is you beat the cake mix, water, oil and eggs in the bowl with the mixer on medium speed for 2 minutes. Then you bake at 350, of course, and follow the bake times below. If desired, you can substitute 4 egg whites or half a cup egg substitute for eggs. Additionally, you can use a 1/4 cup of Geek yogurt, or for the oil, you can use a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. I'm gonna have to try that next time. So the next thing we're gonna do is struggle to get this oil open so I can put some oil in this measuring cup. It needs half a cup. Oh well, it's a 1/3 cup. Let me try this again. See, half a cup. Although I'm partially just gonna put a little bit of oil in here. That's pretty much how my mom used to do it. See, that little bit of oil. I put the oil in first for a reason, because I'll tell you why here in a minute. And the next thing you want to do is you want to put in your cup of water. That's why I put the oil in first, is so that way the water will help the oil to free up so it'll clean better and clean out any oil that's in there. Next thing you want to do is you want to get out your 3 eggs. There's 1. Of course, you want to bust them like preferably on the side of your counter so you don't make a mess like that, because now I got to clean that up. Oh well. Unscripted YouTube videos. Don't do what I did. Instead, off camera, I busted it off cam. See? It's busted. See, it's opening up just fine with a little coaxing. There's 2. Yeah, I make the mistake so you don't have to. That's basically the gist of it. There's the 3rd one. Be careful not to get the eggs, that shell, in your mixture, because that would be bad. The next thing you want to do is get your cake mix out and put it in the pan. Yeah, totally get to watch me as I struggle with this, because I don't got a knife. I'm in. I win. Yay! See? I win. Don't you like it when you win? Because I know I do. Now, of course, the goal is to put just about all of this in the pan, so that way you can fluff out your baking pan and a step down the road. See? I think this will do it, but just to be sure, let me put a little bit more mix in. There, that should be enough. Of course, after handling the egg, which I forgot to say, wash your hands, and if you want to start cleaning up, that's fine too. If you're that much of a neat freak, don't forget to use your soapy water. Soapy water. But now you want to put your mixer or whatever into the thing and start it slowly. It's a metal pan, so don't be afraid to get it close to the edges. Right, pretty much this whole step here is pretty much going to be mixing this cake batter. So I think you pretty much get the point. So I'll see you in the next step when this is over. Just make sure you get along the walls and stuff. Very good, because cake batter, the powder form, loves to stick to that stuff. I learned that the hard way when I reviewed this mixer. Alrighty. The next thing you do is get out your pan or other cooking spray. Then you want to spray it on your pan, just like this. Of course, if you want to put aluminum foil over this, you can. Just like that. And next up is to take your leftover cake mix, the powder stuff. Then you pour it in your pan, just like so. Get it nice and even all the way around. And for added measure, especially if you got clumps or unevenness of the cake batter, powder version that is, you could, shake it around, evenly distribute it. Now for the fun part. Pouring all this cake mix, well, most of it anyway, into this cake pan. Want to get it in there just enough to where you actually have cake mix in the pan, but you don't want to overfill it either, because that would be bad. Make sure you try to coat this as evenly as possible. Of course, to help aid in coating when this is all over, this is all out, you could take your spoon, fork, whatever, and help out with the even distributing. See, already got an exposed point. And another. And yet another. Yeah, those exposed points will get you. Beware of exposed points. They will get you. And you will not like it. Yay for unevenness in your cake. Hooray! Now, you gotta especially watch your corners. They're tricky. It's the rock, and stuff. It's tricky! It's tricky! Alright, all the Run DMC references out of the way. I think this is going to be almost distributed enough. Except for this little bit here that I'm going to nail this corner with. If it'll go down, that's the thing. It's nice and thick. That's a good thing, I suppose. Try to get out as much as you can. Of course, if you got extras, feel free to make it into cupcakes like I did last time. One final distribution, especially around the edges. Double, especially around the corners. And I think I did a pretty good job coating this. And of course, the optional next step, especially if you have little siblings, nephews, nieces, cousins, whatever. Or if you want to do this just because, yeah, eat the cake mix left over. Or you can just put it in the sink, that's fine too. And let the hot water soak in the cake mix. That way it'll be easier to dump out and manage and clean later. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. See that? We're ready now for the cake mix to go in. You might have noticed that the oven light was on when I filmed the first step, rather. Guess what? It's off now, but don't worry, it'll come back on. That's pretty much how thermostats work as a whole. I don't care what it is. Your home HVAC units, individual HVAC units, refrigerators, cars, all that. Especially in engines with the car thermostat. And of course the next step is to open up your oven, put it in, probably like the middle shelf or whatever. Be careful not to burn yourself. You might want to use oven mitts or a wash rag or something, especially when you pull it out later. Next thing you want to do is you want to cook your cake, or bake it rather, based upon the instructions on the box. Once again, here it is for your convenience. Personally, I'm just going to set mine at about 40-45 minutes. Although when you get to the limits at or over this limit, you might want to check your cake, make sure it's not burned or anything else like that. So pretty much just set your timer appropriately and then come back when it's over, or when the timer dings, and start checking it over. Of course, if you left a mess like I did, yeah, I made a mess. So guess what? Next step is to clean it up. Yeah, and wash your hands again. Preferably with, you guessed it, soapy water. Well, it's been quite a bit since we last talked, about, say, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. So I personally decided to come in here and check the cake. It's smelling pretty good. I wish I could enable smell-o-vision for you guys and gals out there. Looks pretty good, too. This time I got a panhandle. Got to be very careful with it. Turn it. Really should be using an oven mitt. Don't burn yourself like that. Don't do what I did. And you just put it up here like so. Shut the oven. Turn off the stove. And then we're just going to let this cake chill out here for a few minutes. Got to. That way the frosting doesn't melt on the cake as soon as you try to apply it. Such as what happened with the first cake. Right, I think I've pretty much given this cake some time to cool down, like, say, 7-10 minutes-ish. At least feels warm to the touch anyway. So with that being said, now you can either eat it as is, or the next fun step, frost it. You can pretty much frost it any way you please. I got white frosting with some tubes of red and pink icing tube frosting that you can just make letters and stuff with, yo. So, yeah, although for a strawberry cake, either make it white or make it strawberry or red it up or something. Who cares? Go crazy. Oh, and I didn't forget about the surprise. It's coming up next. So, yeah, this is the big surprise at the end. Yeah, notice the little Slayer-S right there. Yeah. So now you're probably thinking about that South Park episode where General Disarray, and I quote, "Uh-oh, Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it." Well, you'd actually be right. Because, if you look over on the right, hashtag nailed it. Yeah. There was an At Least You Tried that cake on The Simpsons once. And then somebody made it in one of those silly GIF memes. And then I was all like, I could probably make something like this. Well, here it is. Nailed it. Yay. Now, of course, I just hope that this cake doesn't, fall in the same fate as it did on The Simpsons, where the cake wasn't needed because Homer Simpson actually nailed his promotion or new job or whatever. And then Bart Simpson had to go sneak off, take the cake, and then throw it in the trash, and then the dog ate a piece of it, which, as you can clearly see, it was a pink cake with white icing, pink trim, and red letters. Hence why I used strawberry frosting for this. So, yeah. Once again, nailed it. Oh, well. This is it. This is my surprise. No, we are not on 4,000 subscribers yet. We're still like on 3,300 or thereabouts. Oh, well. At least from here, if you have any messes like that, once again, make sure you clean them up, preferably with some water or some soapy water. Put all your frosting away, or if you want to eat the rest of the frosting, like I still have like a lot of tube of frosting because I ended up using a butter knife to do this instead of a spoon. That's fine too. Want to eat the frosting? Go for it. Be my guest. Knock yourself out. But I'm just going to close this video over. So this is my baking a cake with an At Least You Tried Simpsons reference at the end. So I'm Adventure Link. Thanks for watching. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. It tells YouTube myself if I'm doing a good job or not. Your comments, help spread the word as long as you're with your rates. Subscriptions, you can see all the new videos I put up on YouTube. Hey, the frosting's starting to leak. See them in your YouTube newsfeed. Hit the bell button. Be part of my notification squad, as the cool kids would call it. Then you can see any new videos I put up on YouTube. You can also hopefully see your new YouTube videos from me in your weekly YouTube emails. Make sure you share it with your friends, family, anyone else that would get into baking, anyone else that would get into The Simpsons or South Park or something. Spread the word. I don't care. Medical bill donations are in the video description, as always, and we're going to close this video off with the wise words of wisdom from Eric the Car Guy. Be safe, have fun, and stay dirty! Yay! See y'all next time. Have a nice day.